Mhm. All right, in 3, 2. So my basic story of I had a dream. All started was December 2011. And so I grew up in the house with my mom and like my other 2 moms that raised me as their own. It was Aunt Lynn and Aunt Boo. Aunt Boo, known as, you know, other names, is those the nicknames that I have for them. It was December 2011, and Aunt Boo got really sick. And being that the person that she is, I knew she always bounced back when she got a little cold, whatever, you know what I'm saying. She'll go to work like that, you know what I'm saying, just to make ends meet, another dollar just to provide for the household. And it was December, and she got sick. She called out of work, which was very unusual because I'm so used to seeing her, you know what I'm saying, not feeling good, but she still managed to get up and go to work every single day, no matter what, whether somebody drove her there. She always found a way to work. And she told us, she wasn't feeling well, so she made a doctor's appointment or whatnot. She went to the doctor's appointment. They said she had like bronchitis and a cold or whatever. They gave her some medication, said she's good to go, and went on her day. So it was a Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday, December 17th. We were downstairs and we was watching a Madea Christmas. I never forget it. And she introduced me to movies for my love of film. And at comedy movies, she will always laugh. She had this infamous laugh, like, she was the person that picked out the movies. We never, when she was in the house, it was never, what are we going to watch? She was up on the latest movies, taking me to movies, make sure I knew what was coming out, what was this, what was her childhood favorites, this, that, and other, which became my childhood favorites. So we downstairs watching the Madea Christmas by Tyler Perry. And she wasn't laughing. And I look over at her. I'm like, Aunt Boo, are you okay? Why are you not laughing? Like, this is Tyler Perry. This is Madea. Like, this is you. You Madea. You know what I'm saying? Why you not laughing? She looked up. While she had her head down and stuff, she had like a chair in front of her, and she was like leaning down like this. And she looked up. She was like, I just don't feel well. I never felt like this before. And I'm like, I hope you feel better and stuff like that. And then she said, Kiana, too old to get married, not gonna lose weight. And I cut her off. I said, hey, don't talk like that. Like, it's okay. Like, we can get up in the morning. This is me talking. I'm like, we can get up in the morning and exercise and do all this stuff. Where she was like, I'm not married. I'm like, well, I'll doll you up. We're going to find you a man. We're going to get you a man. And then she had like a little smirk on her face and put her head back down. And I remember I went to bed and I could hear her climbing up the stairs. And I remember me and my mom waking up. She was like wheezing. She was like, like coming upstairs, like gasping and trying to catch her breath. And then I remember my mom saying, Sharon, you alright? She was like, yeah. But it was like a yeah, like we didn't believe her. She's like, she was trying to say that, you know, so we can go back to sleep. So she went upstairs. She finished climbing up the stairs. She went in her room, closed the door. Alright, so that was Saturday. Sunday, December 18th, 2011. It was Sunday. Me and mom got ready to go to church and stuff like that. I fixed Aunt Boo breakfast. And I left it in my room because my room was closer to her room, and she was like keeping the door closed and stuff like that. We didn't want to bother. We want her to get her sleep, get well, take her medication, this, that, and the other. And so I left her breakfast, and my mom was like, do you want me to take you to the hospital? It's okay if we miss church. Like, I can go ahead and take you to the hospital so you feel. She's like, no, y'all go ahead and go to church. We went to church, and preacher was talking about, you know, we all have an appointment. We don't know when the day is going to come for us to have our last day. And I'm going to get back to that later. So, came home. No, we didn't come straight home. We went did grocery shopping. And my mom, you know, fixed the feast. And I remember strawberry shortcake, my favorite dessert of all time. And got home, cooked. And our boo came towards the end of the stairs and she yelled out, yo, no. She didn't even get up. She didn't even get up. Let me rewind that. We came home, I ran upstairs and I checked on her. And she, you know, got up and stuff. Then she yelled down the stairs, for instance, you mind taking me to the hospital? She was like, yeah, of course, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, Aunt Boo was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready, and so you can take me to the hospital and stuff, whatnot. So we were cooking the food, and we were like, what's taking so long for her to get ready? So my mom told me, you know, go check on Aunt Boo, and I'm like, yeah, of course, it's taking her forever. So I climb up the stairs, and her door was closed. It wasn't locked. Her door was closed, and for some strange reason, I could not open the door. I could not open the door. And I screamed. I was like, Aunt Boo. She wasn't responding. And I got really, really scared. So I went back downstairs and I told my mom, Aunt Boo is not responding. So she came up there with me and she opened the door. And we opened the door and we saw my auntie face down on the bed. Like her body just barely made it to the bed. And it didn't register to us like I was like, oh snap, she taking her medication, she super tired, like dang, Aunt Boo, you that tired, you couldn't make it to the bed. And then I remember seeing her slobber, like her slobber, and then I know because she was like, you know, a big one, she just got the shower, and I was like, and then I see stuff on the floor, I see fluids on the floor, and I'm like, okay, I could see with the mouth because she slobber, you know what I'm saying, all like our whole family, like, okay, that's a sleep thing. And me and my mom are just like, why isn't she waking up? I'm like, wow. And then my mind at the time, I'm like, these medications really got her where she can't wake up. Like, come on, Aunt Boo, wake up. So I took the phone. My mom panicked. She was like, what's the number to 911? And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I got her phone and I called 911. I called the paramedics and I was like, my auntie is not, she's not talking back to me. It, like, stuff wasn't lining up and stuff wasn't clicking. Like, I just was talking to her. And then called the paramedics. Paramedics came, me and my mom praying and crying at the same time. So I go downstairs. The paramedics passed our house. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, turn around, come on. Like, make sure my auntie feeling better. And then she's still unconscious. So they came up the stairs, come through the door, and we see them performing in junk on her. And then they tell us to step out the room and stuff. And I'm like, I'm defensive and protective of my family. So I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm seeing any and everything that y'all doing to my auntie. That's my auntie. So that's like my second mom, basically. So we went downstairs. They came down the first time. And me and my mom downstairs. They came down the first time. And they said, it's not looking good. And we like, don't talk to us, go upstairs and save my auntie's life. And they came back a second time. Pronounced her dead. And me and my mom just cried in disbelief, like, how? Just talking to her like, how is she dead? That's like, no, that's my auntie. Go back and save her. Try again. Like, so basically when I came up the stairs and she was face down on that bed, oh my gosh, she came down. When I came upstairs and she was down on that bed, I basically found my auntie dead. So that was my Christmas for 2011. We was on school break or whatnot. Came back to school. And everybody had a great Christmas. And my teacher asked me, how was your Christmas? And I said, horrible. She said, why? I said, I felt my auntie dead. So, and then people were like, what? At the time, it was super duper sensitive. I didn't want to talk about it. And because she died upstairs and her room was right next to my room, I didn't sleep in my room. None of us, not Aunt Lynn, my mom, or me, none of us could sleep upstairs. We would go upstairs, take a shower, and come right back down. We would sleep. We would get whatever we needed out of our room. We didn't open her door or anything. We left everything how it was. And so it was Martin Luther King Day. It was Martin Luther King holiday. So that night into that morning, which that morning was MLK Day, we was downstairs. We got an air mattress. We got an air mattress and we slept downstairs. So that night going into that morning, the actual day was MLK Day. I was so uneasy at peace. I was like I couldn't find peace that she was gone, because that was my auntie. We were super extremely close. And on Martin Luther King Day, I remember waking up crying to my mom and Aunt Lynn, and they're like, what? My Aunt Boo actually came visit me in a dream. She came to me in a dream and I got my closure. She came to me and was like, why y'all not watching Family Feud no more, which was her favorite show. She loved John O'Harley or whatever his name is, Steve Harvey. She's like, why y'all not watching Family Feud no more? And saying stuff that will only come from her to me in a dream. And I remember because she was, you know, overweight. And I remember that night before she died, that Saturday, she was like, I'm overweight, I'm this, I'm that, I'm not healthy. And I had to cut her off. In a dream, she was in her original form where she was happy with her body. So her appearance, she was like slender, she was like slim, thick. She had on the all white. She had on the white robe, and then she had got her wings. She came to me and was like, you know, don't stop, follow your dreams. And at that time, in 2011, and when they came to me in the dream 2012, I had no idea what I was going to do or what I'm doing now. I didn't even know, like, what I wanted to be or go to college and stuff, or like, we would talk about stuff. I'm like, well, and she would try and pick careers, and I'm like, I don't know if that's what I want to do. I was completely clueless of what I wanted to do. But in the dream, she was like, just keep following your dreams, Kiana. And she was like slim thick. She had on angels in a robe and stuff. And basically, I was crying in my dream. And she gave me a hug for the last time. Then she went off into the light where it was like clouds and everything. And from time to time, you know what I'm saying, I do have dreams about her, and they're beautiful dreams. It's like if I'm unsure about a big decision in my life, like at random times she would like visit me and just give me peace and subtlety in my dreams, and let her know that I have her approval. I have her blessing on whatever I do, especially what I'm doing now. So I woke up in tears, told Aunt Linda, my mom, the dream, and it was like fresh. And like sometimes I know when I wake up I don't remember my dreams. It's like sometimes hard, but I know if it repeats itself. But I remember everything about that dream. How funny is that? I remember everything about that dream, and it was beautiful. And I remember Aunt Lynn asking me, when I told her, finished telling her the dream, she was like, why didn't she come to us? And I had no idea why Aunt Boo didn't come to them. I guess she came to me because I wanted to receive her. Like, you know how they say like spirits come to certain people, or maybe it was I don't know. It's like I'm trying to form it into words where it makes sense, that certain spirits come to you if you're willing, or you allow, or you open up for them. But she came to me. She didn't come to my mom. She didn't come to Aunt Lynn and my other family. She came to me, which I'm so grateful. And ever since that day happened, that very next day, I was so comfortable in walking in her room, going upstairs, because her room was by my room. I went in my room, I slept there. It was no fear. I wasn't scared of her no more, because she came to me in a dream. You know, she wasn't a bad ghost or anything, but she gave me peace. And after that dream, I was able to move on with my life. I still have my moments where I cry and everything like that, but I know that she's like loving everything that I'm doing. She's approving, and I'm actually walking in her footsteps. Like my career as of right now, I'm walking in her footsteps cooking. Just like how she was, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do it for as long as she was, but she would be proud of me. And I understand why she walked with a cane, why she'll be talking about these people at work. I just understand her job, her love for everybody so much better now on a greater level. So that is my story on I Had a Dream. And this video is dedicated to my Aunt Boo. I hope I did this video justice, and I love you.